So, Sean Scull, markets jittery, not too jittery though. The bond yields, yes, they've gone up a little bit. The cost of borrowing for the government has gone up slightly. But overall, there's not a sense of panic among markets. And there is some who say, well, yeah, Germany's got worse problems. And France, it's still governed. Even though there's no government, the president has so much power that they'll still manage to muddle through. Is France's democracy in any worse trouble than it was before?
I would say this is a particular situation because we have a parliament in France now that is divided in three blocks, sort of the left, the far right, and the center. So this makes it hard for to create a government. And this is something new in French democracy. But the Fifth Republic's institutions are very well made. So in that sense, that the president is elected by the people. And he's still in charge.
So this is gridlock, not a crisis.
Yeah, I would say gridlock, and the president, he can still. But the thing is, he now the president is like a British monarch. He's handling foreign affairs, he is handling defense issues, but he without the government, without the majority, he can't form a government. So it's more difficult to rule the country.
Yeah, and on that pie chart, there's one fewer member of the National Rally than there was a week ago. That's because of a by-election where the National Rally suffered a surprise loss. And yeah, there's again this sense, Denis Barranger, that at this point in time, is it like this all the way to 2027?
Right now, I think the urgent matter is to because we're in December, there's no budget, no government. So the urgent matter now is to get a government. So I think he will appoint someone from the left or center to avoid socially voting.
Do you think he could appoint someone from the left?
Yeah, there's names have been. We've heard the name of Bernard Cazeneuve, for example, but he could as well appoint someone.
The former prime minister.
Exactly, under François Hollande. But he could as well appoint someone from the center, such as François Bayrou. It's another name we've heard, who could work with the left and the right and the center. And he could as well appoint someone from the right, such as Rotaillot, who might.
He's very right wing, though.
Yeah, but he'll be able to avoid a motion of censure from the Rassemblement National, as they are close on some issues such as immigration or.
But it can't continue like this. I mean, France just muddling along, because with the debt problem, what have we got? We've got a deficit heading up towards 118% of GDP. And then obviously Macron is coming back from Poland. There's so much going on internationally that's absolutely urgent, whether it's the war helping Ukraine.
As it's existed since World War II. When you see that bro shake, is it the same as it's always been, or are we entering uncharted territory?
Oh, we're entering the era we had during Trump's first term. He was doing these handshakes already back then, and now with Trump coming back, we're going to see the return of real politics, a more pragmatic foreign policy, to the difference of maybe Biden's foreign policy that was maybe more.
But that's for the United States. But I'm talking more generally about democracy. How is democracy in France, in the U.S., in Germany going to fare now going forward?
It's we could say it's in crisis. We see it today. I mean, today we are in a crisis in the democracy.
Why?
Because in France we don't have any government, for example, right now.
But what's the roots of these crises?
The root of the crisis, there are many in France. For example, I would say it's maybe the sociology of France has evolved. So maybe the institutions doesn't follow. And now we see that we have three main blocks in the parliament. And this is something the French institutions weren't created to handle.
It wasn't created to handle the fact that there could be three different kinds of blocks? Because they're all from strains of...
In 1958, it was created in such a way.